studies and research. There's facts to prove that we speak it tonally across from the Americas to Africa through the Caribbeans, and they knew what they did to us, but we don't even see it. We always look at it as broken English, that we speak in a negative, that we sound stupid or unintelligent, but there's power within the way what we speak and what we say. How you day? What's up? Everything is upward and not downward. I'm done.
Thanks,
Eternally.
Sunshine.
Okay,
Go ahead, I am.
for real. And nobody says the rednecks speak Ebonics when they be talking gibberish, and I think that's where this mumble rap came from. Yo, what the hell is you saying? They speak worse than us. Now, see, we create our own verbiage. Like she said, we speak up to each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Doc? You know, hey, how you doing? You know, player, you know, this is our language. So we are taking back the colonization of taking our language from us. And they call us stupid and all kind of stuff because we don't succumb to their system. We're rebelling against the system. So that's why they call us stupid and ignorant and dumb. But if you live across town versus, you know, like north side versus south side, up north versus down south, we all have our own lingo. And then that's why they didn't keep up with the Ebonics dictionaries, because they couldn't keep up with us, keep changing it. Every 3 to 5 years, we change the way we talk. And they can't keep up with it. We create a code between us that we know what we talking about, but they don't know. And that be the problem in there.
All right, thanks, I am. Go ahead, Jihad.
So what she just said, wouldn't it be the same as speaking Ebonics if someone was translating? I mean, because why I say that, right? For a person to translate what another language is actually saying, right? So wouldn't that be just as much as the same as someone that's speaking Ebonics?
The dictionary was the translation. But for us, it just depends on where you from to the translation. So like, let's say you in Florida, you have a different lingo than I do in New York. So you would have to translate for me. Like if you said something, I'd be like, yo, what that mean? You know what I mean? And that's how they created the Ebonics dictionary, because they didn't know what up and, you know, for show. They didn't know what all of that stuff means, because we shorten it, chop it up, and create it to be our own, like we've always done. Heck yeah.
3 weeks ago.
All right, go ahead, Jihad.
Oh, no, I'm good. You still ain't
What are
seen your
you
Cash App
next?
information?
No, he just asked me a question.
The Cash App information had been put in the chat. Sunshine put it in
I
there.
ain't see it, man. Just give it to me. I'm gonna write it down.
Unity is essential.
There it is, right there.
UNITY.
Let's see if
Okay,
you
I
all
got you.
talk. Let's see if you
I
all
got you.
talk.
Stop that. That's unattractive.
What about her antidepressant?
Today is not real, y'all. Today is not real. I keep having to pinch myself. What's up,
What's
Hey
going on?
Ruth?
What's
What
going on?
happened? What happened with
Nah,
today?
just all these people, man. I don't know. Like the dude that just left, I don't even know where he came from. I don't be knowing how people be finding my panel, man. How do they be finding me?
You are on the list. That's how they find it. If you are not
On
Shadow
what
Dog,
list?
the For You. Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me pull up a Bigo.
She said the For You page.
Like when you go to Bigo, you will see your room pop up. Whether they
Why
follow
me?
you or suggested, Bigo advertises for everybody.
Oh my gosh.
So random strangers, and then if somebody wins, like you know,
Look how
bells and
quick
stuff,
he left.
it'll he probably hitting the Cash App. That's why he left. But like if you winning like you know different stuff in here, it'll fly across somebody's screen. Such and such just won, and they click that banner and they fall in here.
Yeah, because they've been falling from the sky today, boy.
Look, you at the top of the popular page, girl. Look, see you right there. Oh shoot, hold on. They want me to click something. That's you right there at the top of
Oh,
the
that
popular
is
page.
me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they gonna
great.
bring you to the first one. You hot.
Ugh. It's Kari. Hey. Well, anyways,
And
what
he
we were
Dominican
talking about though, we were talking
black.
about how Diddy got 4 years, and then we were talking about the lyrics from different rap songs and how they
Dream
were all messed
industry.
up.
And how he was
And
trying to rape everybody.
yeah, that shit was wild. Go ahead, Plain Style.
4 years in prison or 4 years on house arrest?
4 years federal prison. 4 years,
4
2
years.
months.
And he had a year already served, so that's gonna be counted. And if he does good time, so they were saying he may get the max of 2
Oh,
years.
of course. Oh, yeah. He ain't gonna really have any consequences for his actions. Typical.
Oh. The prosecution wanted to give him 11 years, but that didn't work out.
I mean, what
So-
y'all think? How many years do you think y'all think he should have got?
But before I answer that, let me tell you what his charges was. So he had 5 charges. The racketeering got thrown out. The traffic, he got only charged for trafficking and prostitution of what's her name, Cassie, and Jane Doe. Then was his only 2 charges: prostituting both of them women and trafficking them. And then also too, when he was apologizing, because they stated this on the video she watched, when he was apologizing to Cassie, that same night he beat up Jane Doe.
Can I jump in there real quick?
Go ahead, Craps.
Yeah, because I don't like just for the conversation's sake, I don't see how he got prostitution charges though. Because she admitted, I mean, she said she was coerced, and she said it was also through force and mental manipulation. But he received no money for it. He was actually paying money. So how did he get a charge for prostituting her when he was the one paying the money out? I don't understand that part. And I'm not trying to defend Diddy. God knows on that. But if he got 4.5 years, well, 5 years, which most people had already said that anyway. Like how they had to charge him with prostitution? Just to make sure we're clear, how they charge him with prostitution if he was paying? That's what I'm saying. If he was the one making the payments, how was he charged with making her, prostitute?
Who? Okay, so who said he
I don't
wasn't
know
getting?
you. You're not even up here. You raised your hand. Go ahead,
I
I
did.
am.
Oh, who not up here? Oh, my bad.
I don't know you.
Oh, he was asking, can he come up? That's what he was saying.
Oh, yeah, you can come up here.
But how do you know he wasn't getting paid? Just because he was paying them, the pimps buy bitches shit. You know what I'm saying, and give them a couple dollars for lunch and shit like that.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm just saying, like, just to
Wait
be.
a second.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Question: what if the people were, actually like maybe he sold her to the guys that gave him the liquor deal? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he sold her to the guys that, help with the record labels and, the different stuff that he had going on. What if those were, the deals?
Okay, but that's a maybe and an if. They had a trial for months and that didn't come out. And I understand what you're saying, I am, and I'm not trying to minimize it, but it didn't come out after all this, these investigations. A lot of other shit came out that was despicable, but not the things that they were trying to prosecute him on. So I didn't hear one time in the trial where they said that he received money or that he did something for a favor
Hey,
when it
Jasmine.
comes to sexual manipulation of Cassidy. Cassie, excuse me, I say Cassidy. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand how he got prostitution. That's my whole point.
Oh, just one love all
Diddy
that.
was getting
I can
paid
see
to
how he
host
got
parties.
prostitution, if I could speak.
Diddy,
And I don't appreciate getting misgendered, but that's okay. I'm just gonna alert Vigo on
I
all of you.
forgot that was your other page.
oh my
That's
gosh,
okay.
Mr. Ma'am.
That's
Hi,
okay.
Candy. Nobody know who
It's
you was.
about a boy. Something, something, something about a boy. But the night he
Hey,
beat up James Joe, I was gonna say when they
Unity.
I was
Unity.
gonna
Yeah.
say
So I
when he
have
was on the stand.
UNITY.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's
Unity. I have,
Jihad trying to send me a cash app.
I have
Oh,
$UNITY
like the
ES.
song.
No,
IS.
no, that's
IS.
wrong.
Unity.
UNITY. No, that's song.
UNITY.
Baby girl, will you please be quiet for a second? Let me send this cash over there.
UNITY.
It's right there.
IS.
Hold up.
ES.
I got Unity. UNITY.
Is IS.
Oh, it's IS. Okay.
ESS. ENTIAL.
T.
This is hilarious.
All right. Thank you. That's Ebonics. Thank
It's
you.
literally up there.
You got a
Go
cash
ahead,
app too?
Candy.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure
he wants
do.
your cash app too.
Yeah, sure do.
You just spoiled yourself by being rude.
No, that wasn't me. That was her. But I answered for me. I got a cash app too. Shit, hell. She ain't answering.
I don't
She
know
didn't
what's
answer.
going on, y'all. I
What
don't.
you was saying, Candy?
I was just saying the night he beat up Jane Doe after that Cassie thing. That was the night he said she was calling him pedophiles and stuff in front of his kids.
Mm.
Now I'm not saying
Oh.
it's okay. I'm just saying
So
that's what.
Diddy was paid to host parties. And at these parties were the freak offs, were people being prostituted. One of his parties, he was paid $500,000. The other party, it was reported that he paid that a dancer was paid to have sex with Diddy, $1,500. Somebody else paid. So we have Jay-Z paid for one of the parties. We have Clive Davis paid for one of the parties. Another person paid $1,200 to have dancers at the party. So people was paying Diddy. I just Googled it after you asked the question. People was paying Diddy. 1,500 Clive Davis, 500,000 Clive Davis paid for him to have a party.
Tomorrow, Hurricane.
Why are you saying all that?
Okay, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
Man, look, man, I want to make sure you getting that. What you talking about?
Oh my gosh, man.
You government name, you the police.
Oh my gosh, man. You are crazy.
All right,
Okay.
don't worry about it.
Just keep on with the conversation.
Don't worry about it then.
I'm good.
We don't like to give out our government down here.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
I don't
about
ask
it,
people. I don't ask people for anything. So I'm cool. You know what I mean? Okay. Who is next? If they had proof, he would have been gone. Sorry.
Besides,
well, he
I don't
is
know.
Gone.
I gotta remember that's Candy.
No, but I mean like gone. Like.
But yeah,
he
that pay scale go crazy. 500,000, and that probably was the party with the damn bed in the middle with the damn shit, whatever, the lot and shit.
Hey, but I am, and listen, I'm not doubting what you're saying, but this is how they always get us when it wasn't stated in that trial. You know what I'm saying, that he received money for it. It just was, it was stated because the whole trial they tried to begin it by building a racketeering case. So it's like either you the pimp, you the hoe, or you the trick. Which one was Diddy?
All three.
Because it's like that's what I'm saying. They try to paint him as all three. So you can't paint him as all three and then try to arrest him for one and not clearly establish how he was that one. It just, to me, I don't think they really did what they were supposed to do. I think they could have, but to me it seems like the whole aim, and I know I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist after this, but I don't care. But it seems like the whole aim was just to put your business out. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
you
was
could have saved millions of dollars. I would not pay my lawyer to go in there to say a bunch of words that had nothing to do with the message that I was trying to convey. So if whoever, it's like you got the prosecution doing all of this stuff right here, and none of it had to do exactly with what he was going to jail for. It was 90% character assassination and probably 10% actual criminal activities, and 3% is actual criminal activity that they proved. And I think they still stretched that, and it's fucked up because it. I don't know, man. It's like, yo, they could have got him with so many other things. I know they could have. I know they could have. But they chose to do this.
All right, looks like Candy's next, and then I am.
So I know when you get on the jury, you're supposed to be fair and everything, right?
Yeah, you're
Even with
supposed to
all
be.
the evidence, I don't think the witnesses were likable. I think the information that was shared kind of took some of the empathy people would have for them away. And I think that was a big problem too. Because you do expect people to be fair, but they're not.
Right. Okay, I am. You're next, then Sunshine.
I mean, to me, yes, it was a humiliation ritual, right? But at the same time, if I disclose all of this, then now I'm throwing the higher ups under the bus, right? So I can't say that Clive Davis paid for this, because Clive Davis kind of already threw himself under the bus saying he was gay and all kind of crazy shit and tried to get out of this and whatever, and whomever else. So if they still want people to shine and they still want to manipulate people, he had to take the hit. And I feel like he already kind of knew he was going to take the hit on some real shit. I mean, if they tell you, hey, like, let's just say if it's football, okay, you gonna play, for this team for 3 years, then you gonna get transferred, then you gonna, pull a hamstring. They tell you this in your contract, so we really don't know what's going on the inside, right? But I'm pretty sure they know what's going on the inside. And when he fucked over with his deal with the alcohol people, that's when all the chips start falling. So either you play the game, or we going to use all of the blackmail evidence that we have against you. And we may not even put it all out. We may only put 1/10 of it out to show you that we ain't playing with you. Just like a child. You ain't going to, beat your child to death because they stole $1. You going to, smack them on the hand. So he got to smack on the fucking hand. Because we can't tell on the higher ups. We can't spill out the whole thing of everything that's going on. We can't tell, because if you actually watch like all the videos that people was playing and stuff like that, they would have to, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Hall was included. And fuck is his name? I already said Clive Davis. It was so many other people that he could have snitched on. So I think that's part of the issue as well, not having him snitch on everybody else with his humiliation ritual.
All right, thank you. Is Sunshine still in the blinds?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay,
I
go
know
ahead,
it
Sunshine.
might be a little bit off, but I keep saying this. I'm gonna just keep saying it every year, same time, same thing. They come up with a big trial, big case, put us under. We be stuck and focused from the beginning of September or basically Labor Day for a whole nother year and ringing us right around because last year, same time, it was Puff Daddy, and all we talked about for months was Puff Daddy and Puff Daddy trial and all this stuff about Puff Daddy going to court and all of this stuff. And now here we go. We got Charlie Kirk and we talking about Puff Daddy once again. They just keep playing games with us, and we gotta stop. Even just don't pay attention to them no more. I know it sounds crazy, but they keep by doing this. They pull us into the loop. They doing rituals on us. And think about it, it's the Pascal year, Jewish New Year, all that stuff. But we ain't taking none of this stuff into place. They using us. I'm done.
All right, thank you, Sunshine. Go ahead, Krabs.
Yeah, she makes a great point, and that's the hard part about it because it's like it's because I agree with Sunshine and I agree with I am, and the hardest part is figuring out what to do next after you agree with the agenda that you see laid out before you. And I hear I am. I know you. I can hear your passion, and when you told me what you said earlier, I know where it's coming from. So it's hard. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard for somebody to understand if they haven't been through certain things. You get where I'm coming from. So it's beyond me to try to tell you what you feel from whatever you experience. The other thing is people that are running this country, this nation, this world, even they live off of that, and they try to use those emotions and those feelings to dictate the direction of the world. And if you're not aware of when your emotions are actually being used for whatever it's being used for, or when somebody's just doing some fuck shit, it gets real convoluted. And right now, I see a little bit of everything. It's like it's so much that you can't even. Okay, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna wrap it up. Terrence McKenna, go look up what he said in 1998. Terrence McKenna said one day things are gonna get so crazy and so absurd that we're gonna have to start talking about it. And he said, once we start talking about it, you're gonna be like, man, that is weird. But he said it's gonna be so weird that you're gonna have to explain why it's weird. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And it's like that's exactly where we're at. It's no longer like, hey, somebody got hurt yesterday or somebody got raped. No, it's like Diddy was possibly part of a a ring of I ain't gonna say that word up here, but you know what I'm saying, right? It could be possible now. It could be possible that Bill Cosby, the guy we watched on TV for years, was putting pills in people's drinks. That's the age we live in. And it's like when it comes to what we do next, I don't know what we can do other than just listen to each other. That's it.
All right, thank you, Krabs. Go ahead, Candy.
I feel like Diddy really wants to go home. And if he had more information to spill, he would have spilled it to go home. I don't
Hey,
know.
Jeff.
I don't know how anybody else feels about that, but I think he would have spilled it.
You think he would have snitched?
I really do. I think if he could have thrown somebody else under the bus, he would have. That's his character. The stuff that he was doing didn't make me think. The things I'm just going off of the trial. I didn't hear nothing in that trial that made me think he was part of a bigger anything. I just felt like this was a wealthy man with like some type of sexual deviancy, and this is what he was doing with it.
Did anybody else say their hand up? Because
Yes,
And
I am did.
women would have
okay.
been hoes without him. Sorry, but they would have been hoes without him.
And I agree. That was well
Uh,
stated. You need to put that on a
wait a
shirt.
minute.
Tweet it.
I am
Hashtag it.
was first.
So, yeah, females probably would have been hoes without him. The trial, yeah, really didn't reveal, what was going on. I can't remember who the other guy was on trial when he was first on trial. Before his trial, when Nature Boy was on trial, and his trial was longer than Nature Boy trial. I can't remember what that rapper name was.
Young
But
Thug.
yeah, Young Thug, right? So he had a racketeering charge. So to put two people out on racketeering charges that are both in the industry, it just kind of shows that, yes, like Sunshine said, they are, taking our attention off of one thing, also losing our energy because we feel so connected to these people because of the color of their skin. Versus actually paying attention to who these people are, because not all skin folk is kinfolk. But also too, if you remember watching the Cosbys, to mention what you said earlier, Krabs, about Bill Cosby, he was drugging in the Cosbys. And I remember the show because when he went to jail, I went to look it up again. He was actually drugging the barbecue sauce. So what it said in the show on the Cosbys, that he put something in the barbecue sauce, and it was a whole laugh and it was a whole thing. So it's like they tell us what these people are doing in the name of entertainment. So it's like they're throwing themselves under the bus, like how we just listened to the song Dreams of Fucking an Industry Chick, or whatever the name of the song is, or whatever, right? He was telling on himself, but he out of here. He got clipped, out of all of I'm just saying, but I'm playing, raping people and murdering people and fucking RuPaul, because that's a whole nigga. These are rituals. So we're looking at it as somebody actually raping somebody or being a sadist and just prostitution. These are rituals that they're doing, but we can't charge you for rituals in the eyes of court, because people don't know that they are part of these rituals. They don't know that this magic is being done on them in this type of way in order from them to nothing happened to RuPaul, but in Dreams of Fucking the Industry Chick, Notorious Big said, I'd rather fuck RuPaul than all them ugly escape bitches. That's what Notorious said. Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace. He said that in one of his verses. And he also started out with the song that he would go to jail for fucking Patti LaBelle. So she old enough to be your mama. Why would you go to jail? Because you raped her. Also, like I was saying earlier, I had to be like 13, 14 years old when I heard this came out. And Raven-Symoné was 9. And he said Raven-Symoné would charge him with date rape. So people are telling on themselves, but we're not paying attention to them telling on themselves. The evidence has been out here for over 20 plus years that this person has been doing this. So us not paying attention to that as we're growing up, jamming and singing the lyrics and not paying attention to what you're actually singing because you enjoy the beat more than paying attention to the lyric. These people are telling on themselves, but we want to feel some type of camaraderie with these people that are opening doors that we will never freaking open. I will never open the door for you to fuck me in all my holes. I don't care how much you paying. I'm cool. I like my booty hole to stay a virgin. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be thrown all over the place. So I'm not the one that's gonna make these decisions. Like how, Candy said, some people will be hoes in that type of way and they getting paid for it. But then sometimes you don't really know what you're getting into when you're getting paid for certain stuff. You think you're getting paid for one person and then you end up getting fucked by 6 or 8 niggas. So, I'm just saying, thinking on the inside and outside of paying attention to what's going on in this, crazy work around here, because this shit is crazy. But at the same time, they showing us what the fuck they doing.
Thank you, I am. Go ahead, Krabs.
Yeah. I normally I have my tablet so I can write it down. And Candy had said something earlier and I'm sitting on the front porch, so I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was kind of the exactly what I wanted to touch on. So I'll just circle back on that right there. But I do get you, and I do understand. But like I was saying earlier, it's still a thin line because when you think about Biggie and the things that he was saying, Biggie died at the age of like 25, 26. So a lot of things that he was saying, he never really got to experience them. And even though he was saying them, he probably if you say some shit, then you may do it. But I don't really think he had his niggas really like to kidnap kids and fuck them in the ass and throw them over the bridge. I don't really think that his kids that he had friends that really did that. But it's still, I would never crack my lips to say anything like that. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's why I say I agree with you. I would never part my mouth to write that down as part of my way. I don't. Nobody should never want to remember me as that. So I get that. Now, with Diddy has showed us who he is over the last however many years, and so has Jay-Z. You know what I mean? But the way we operate, especially as black people, and I'm gonna end right here, it's all about who we like. So it has to be something, it always has to be something very like dramatic that happens before we pass judgment on people who we like. You get where I'm coming from? It's like it's because people do fuck shit all the time. Like right now, I'm gonna end right here. I promise you. I criticize Obama. You know how many people drag me up and down the streets on Bigo? But wait years later to the majority of people start criticizing and see how people say and see what they say. But that's it.
All right, Candy, you're next.
Thank you. I do want to say for the record, those of us that are on the West Coast, when all that rap beef and stuff broke out between them, it was a lot of people critiquing the lyrics, like who's the best rapper. For me, I did like Biggie, but I liked how a lot of bad boy artists were taking old school music and remixing it. That's how they was getting me. But it's one of them things where you dancing and you accidentally hear the lyrics and you like, ooh. It was a lot of that with them too. So yeah, I just want to share that.
Right, because I didn't know that song, whatever that song, Dreams of a R&B Chick or whatever, I didn't know it said.
Man.
Go ahead.
I mean, you could drag Michael and Obama if you like. Okay, drag them all because they opened up the door to be dragged. They are in Hollywood, and if you know anything about the holly tree, it is magical. Okay, so they are putting the facade of media over our face, and the world is a stage. But are you paying attention to what they're putting on this world stage? That's the whole freaking point. So we're trying to side with people who, us as so-called common people or common folk, we don't think like, let's just say if we compared them to people in the military, right? Military justice versus out here justice is totally freaking different. So we can't, mix apples and oranges. Yes, it's both fruit, but we really trying to mix apples and oranges. Now, some regular person that raped somebody, right, is totally different than actually performing rituals where they have to sodomize and hit every hole. Like, I don't know if you was here when I said it earlier. I don't know how true Kim Porter book is, but she stated that every time she got pregnant, she got gang raped. So she's not here to sue or tell a story or whatever. She got out as best as she could, but she didn't get out with her life. You know what I'm saying? So when you're getting paid for one thing and then it turns out to be something else, or you think you live in this lavish life, but behind the doors, you got War of the Roses and you don't even know what's going on. You think they got a beautiful house. Y'all ever seen that movie War of the Roses? They had a beautiful house. You would
Mhm.
think 2 kids, a dog, and a cat, and everything is beautiful. And these motherfuckers hate each other, trying to kill each other, and all kind of crazy shit. So we on the outside looking in, and some of us have, a peephole. Some of us got their foot in the door to see stuff, that other people can't see. But this industry, on purpose, Hollywood, they are doing black magic, dark magic on purpose in order to bring them the money. So it's all about the money, whether they gotta be power bottoms or whatever the heck's going on. This is what they doing. Because let's not forget, some people love being swallowed.
And like Sunshine Bear said, they distract us with all these trials because the next one that's coming up is Luigi Mangione. That's the
Oh,
next one coming up. And they said that they're gonna allow cameras in the courtroom. I've never ever heard of a federal case allowing cameras in the courtroom. Never.
Wait, didn't they have cameras with what's his name? What you just say his name was again? NBA?
Yeah, they had them in there for Young Thug, but that was state.
Okay,
It wasn't
okay,
federal.
that was federal. Okay. Young
But
Thug. I don't know why
I don't know how true that statement is, but that statement was made. I forget who said that. If that happens, then they really trying to distract us
Mm-hmm.
because that's not that never happens with federal. It never does.
I made some fried chicken and kind of like